So, you've just hulked the Hasta.
Well, we didn't need it much.
Well, it's still quite a lot of damage to you, really.
Yeah, one of them did.
Is that bloody Lances is why I want it gone. Alright, so it's their turn then, I think, unless anybody else has anything planned.
Seb,
Did we do
Seb
the
felt-
hidden run?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what just wrecked it.
Ah.
Right, the Horota.
Oh, sorry, Seb, you can inspire the masses on the next hit and run, because let's face it, we've got a few more of these to do.
Oh, I was gonna. It's alright. Doesn't matter.
Is there
No.
anything you can do right now?
The Hirota's running away, the bastard.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
take
much,
him down.
actually. I'm going to say that's going to move towards disengaging.
Coward!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, fails to disengage. But we now move round to the Horon, who's still in the fight. Just.
Alright, let's see if we can't pilot ourselves right next to them.
Yeah, we might be able to pull it off, actually.
Oh, I thought you said they were coming at us.
That's what I thought too, but apparently not.
Well, it was until it turned. Now it's turned and breaking off. Right?
What do we do?
I'm a little bit worried. But I think we go... Yeah, trouble is if we go flank speed, we're just going to go straight forward and end up missing them, so...
No, we can, if we flank speed, hang on a second, let me look at flank speed, what type of action that is. Flank speed is actually technically an extended action.
That just means it's a combat action, though. Like, that thing takes a strategic turn.
Weird. So... Okay. Well, what do we want to do? How are we going to deal with this? They're just running away, right?
Yeah.
We want to kill them right now so that we don't have to hunt their asses down.
Exactly. These guys are warp capable by the looks of it, so we just don't want to risk it.
1, 2, 3. I mean, chasing down the Herota's easier, but the Horon's still in decent shape, so it's more fun to blow up.
Yeah, pretty much. So in which case...
So yeah, but even even with the turn 3 and then lots of speed, we can't get into Metasceptor range on the Horon.
But we can on the Hirota.
Yeah. Although, do we have to? How does flank speed work with turns?
I don't think you can if you go full flank.
We can turn after 4. That's normal. Flank speed is additional VU.
So we could turn after 5.
No, you can turn after 4, but then you get more speed on top of that.
Ah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we could chase down the Hirota.
We could, actually. It's probably...
We'd be right on their tail.
And if we get 8 degrees of success on it, we can go right on their tail and literally do a boarding action on them.
Yeah, which actually probably would be...
Yep. Or we could go 9 and ram them.
Ramming them up the engine. Yeah.
Not the best angle.
I mean, there's I'm sure there's several things that can be said about going up the tailpipe.
Including exhaust burns.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Oh man.
So, you
anyway,
want to roll our flank speed then, so we can make this maneuver?
all right, let's see. This is versus 150 as usual. I think we can go as many as we want. 115 minus 29 gives us 12 spaces that we can choose from, plus the 7 normal.
Yes. Which means
I don't
just
suppose we can go over here, shoot them, and then turn around and go to the other one.
No.
I think that would be too much.
flag speed is flag speed, we're not really manoeuvring.
So, why can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, turn towards the Hirota, and then just go right behind them, and then do a a whatever it's called,
A shooting and boarding and whatnot.
boarding
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
So I'd have to say, yep. So let's get behind the Hirota then.
Yeah, if we get point blank behind the Hirota, we can always board it and steal it. Which, given that they're
That's
a
exactly
raider,
what I was saying. Get right
Yeah.
behind them, board it, steal it, and then if the other guys are still around, then
particularly seeing as it's only a raider, so we're going to get some insane bonuses from crew size.
yeah.
Yep.
And we got the barracks, which gives another bonus to boarding action.
Oh, we have the crew barracks. Yes, I forgot that.
Yep, you installed them last time.
Okay, so I've completely forgotten everything about boarding. Again.
Yeah, how much hit points is the Hirota left on? Is it worth shooting, or we just blow it to pieces if we do that?
It's
I
boarding
can't.
action is on page 215.
Thank you. What's the PDF incorporate?
And looks like it's a command test for.
Which I can do. It'll just be at 37. Hopefully, though, the crew size bonuses mean I should pull through on that anyway. But, hang on. The helmsman has to make a pilot check first anyway, so
We have to do a
it's hard.
minus
pilot.
20
Yep.
pilot spacecraft plus maneuverability.
But can you boost the maneuverability of the ship?
Can I?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking, can you? I'm just thinking it might be easier for all if you can.
Maneuverability, yes, that's aid the machine spirits.
Okay.
In which case, yeah, actually, you may as well do that to help out all.
Alright, I just
Not that it matters.
gave a 27. That's every 2
No, you
degrees
pretty
of
well.
success.
You can't aid the machine spirits.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But that's okay because Cole passed, so we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all past it, so fair enough. All right, we're now boarding them from behind. Yes.
That's the title.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
I would have thought that something to do with the hurricane of Pioneer that I used.
That binary will be cropping up somewhere, but you're going to have to actually post the binary in the thread so that we can translate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
so-
I'm gonna need the. Where are they? Where did I start? I'm gonna save these things and actually post them in the thread later, with their translations.
Okay, we both have 2 turrets, there's no bonus there. Gray, how smaller is their crew than ours?
Well, their crew's still at 100%, but
In terms of relative size, I mean.
less shooting damage. Because they get
Yes.
shot, I'm sure.
Yep, that's true. We get a bonus for hull integrity.
yeah,
so we get
you've
10 on
got
that.
the relatively you've got the larger crew.
Yep, so what? That's another plus 10.
Yep.
Okay. Going to be...
I meant because we shot them up. And
No,
they've
that-
had trouble.
that doesn't directly apply, but we have a higher...
Yeah, but it applies to their
So,
actual ship stats, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you've only reduced them by 2%.
Oh.
So
yeah. Alright, so that's plus 20 total for us, I think.
Yep. So we're rolling the 60.
57. I don't think
Oh, right.
crew can make the roll is the thing. It says 2 characters, 1 from each ship, so I doubt the crew can roll for that one. But besides which, it'll be 57, so it's not an enormous difference. You can punch me for saying that later.
Yep. When he powers by it.
Christ.
Well, maybe they'll foul by more.
Well, let's find out. No, they won't. Well, actually, having said that, they're only crew 40, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a path. That's a 10 to 0.
Oh, right. So,
One pass, just like pass.
well, no, then there's
Yeah,
no
but
passes.
Bobby failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I only failed by 2, and I've got plus...
So no one
Yeah,
wins
no,
that
I failed
round.
by 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right, Mauritius, it's great shout what he does to us.
Well, it'll be the damage. 1d5 crew preparation, 1d5 morale. Crew morale. Ooh, full 5 crew. You're failing these guys today. You know, you took them through so many fights without a loss, and
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah, well-
without our guy who could do command, hit and runs and boarding actions just aren't as effective.
Yeah.
right, round to the next round.
All right,
You're now 80% crew, by the way.
All right. So does that mean we suffer penalties then?
Nope, not until under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not until under, but I'm just letting you know.
If we lose another one, we start.
There we go.
That's better.
3 degrees of success.
3 degrees
Oh.
success.
Then the
God.
one with the larger
Yeah.
crew, I believe, wins.
Yes, you win because you got the large crew.
So we only basically get 1 degree of success.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
1d5 crew and morale damage then. 2 crew, 1 morale. Need to keep
The
you
ship
in-
that has lost the opposed
Done.
command test must then roll D100 and compare to their current morale.
Oh,
Right,
yes.
so you need to do that for last turn.
We passed the last turn.
Yeah, they passed theirs. Right, on to the next turn.
All right.
4 degrees of failure.
1 degree of success, so 5 total, including their failures.
Yep.
So
5d5.
I'm just going to roll 5d10 for each and then half the results.
Yep.
So that's 1, 3, so 1, 4, 7, 9.
You could just add it up to get 22 and get 11.
Yeah, that would have been way more sensible, wouldn't it? So 11 crew damage. Thank you. Why the fuck did I think of that? And uncooperative dice.
13.
13 morale.
Okay, let's see what their morale is at, or whether they roll the morale this time.
Sorry, my brain just shut down.
Don't worry, I've been doing that all the time.
84, there we go.
Okay, they need to roll under their thingamajig again.
Yep, they're still fighting.
What's their crew percentage now?
84,
And what's ours?
80.
It's not big enough to make a difference. Okay, so we're
No.
still... Okay, next round then.
2 degrees of failure.
1 degree of failure.
Right, so 1 net success to you.
Okay,
So we failed less than they did.
that is exactly it, yes. 5 crew, 2 morale.
It's not about succeeding. It's about not failure. Not as much failure.
It's hard.
No, they're still fighting.
But they...
By the way, at this point, the Horon's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured it would be going by a
Yeah.
long way.
Yeah, here for round, so it makes sense. We'll just have to clean that one up later. Are they down to less than 70 crew now? Because that gives us a bonus.
No, 80.
Okay. On you go. 1. No degrees of failure.
3 degrees of failure.
3 degrees of success, so... oh, God. Whoever wins, we lose.
9?
Fucking yes, thank you. I told
Okay,
you.
71.
Odd numbers. God.
Yeah, exactly. We're being failed by numbers.
Well, it's a prime number, actually. We should get bonuses for that.
11.
11 morale damage. Yes, we should, actually. Can we stick with that? Morale. I like that.
Right,
More
71 for
maths.
both. And they surrender.
Whee!
Hooray!
Ship.
We got a terrible ship in
They
a
would
terrible
have
system.
suffered severe penalties at that point, so yeah.
Actually, their
3 is a
weapons
4-letter
are
word,
good,
my
so-
friend.
And
So how many crew do they have left?
why is it
71% crew.
To be honest with you, actually, then that could probably survive a trip to one of our world. Actually, we need to clean out the crew to make sure it's loyal first, I guess.
Yeah.
Figure out the cycles.
I guess Seb's here so he can deal with the psykers if we size them.
Yep. Seb, you're about to have a whale of a time.
Yay!
Psycho murder, your special.
Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, that's not much of a sizing roll at all. That's only
Sorry.
1 degree.
I did much better.
You did. You're better at finding psykers than I am. What a surprise. Because you actually need a few degrees to actually pick them out from a crowd.
Mr.
where's
Trust
my
uses
save
interrogation techniques to find a trustworthy crewman.
Hey!
Alright.
I
Two
can't.
degrees.
I set his cruise. I set his
I don't
quarters on
desist.
fire.
Can't burn what's already on fire, asshole!
Unfortunately,
I
I
then dump explosives in his room.
Who
I
are
have
we
50
attacking?
backup. I have 50 backup quarters because of this shit.
Macarius
Wait.
is trying to bomb Trust's room.
Yeah, we were just sensing to find the psykers.
The rest of us were being normal.
Alright.
Trust, I'm afraid I'm not giving you a bonus, but that would do.
It's only going to be about 5% of the crew this time for psykers.
Wow, that's actually pretty low. And it's up to Seb to what we do with them.
5% of the crew are psychers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Round them up and hand them to the ecclesiarchy is what I'm thinking.
No, don't be stupid. How much is 5% of their crew?
Well, it's a raider, so can't be too much. Well, okay, too much compared to us.
Yeah, it's going to be a couple of hundred people. Well, a few hundred
Oh,
people.
good, only a couple hundred.
Only.
Yeah, okay. A raider's crew is roughly 22,000 or 24,000 approximately, so 5% is a couple of thousand.
Right, so
No,
here's what we're going
it's
to
a
do.
thousand.
I am going to check how many of them are sanctioned.
0.
1,000
Right.
unsanctioned psychers. Oh dear.
That's 1,000.
Potential demon hosts. Yep.
I am going to lead them to the airlock and just let them go.
Oh. We're terminating your contract. Bonk.
God damn. The line for that must be terrible. You can't fit that many people in there at once.
There's multiple
I think-
Getting the cargo
That's what I'm
bay.
saying. We should send them. Take this place to the whatever it's called.
I'm reminded.
You want
Football
unsanctioned
and-
psychers on
Oh, shit.
what?
A non-black ship?
You insane?
Say that they that we found them and we're handing them to the ecclesiarchy.
They would kill us.
Where we found them.
And they don't. The ecclesiarchy don't do psychers.
No, all they do is burn them. That's what they do with psychers.
Bear in mind also
So we're
our
just saving
voice
us
with
the trip.
and also our voice with the ecclesiarchy isn't actually here. So probably best we
Well,
just
the
vent.
thing is, the more that we, if we can go and take them to, this would be definite proof that they have a high psyker profile here, so that we can get the black ships to go there.
That's true, but on the other hand, we don't want to risk transporting 1,000 unsanctioned psychers. What we could do, though, actually, is we could pen them on the raider, leave a loyal crew behind to make sure the raider doesn't go anywhere, and then
But-
petition a ship to come and collect them or burn them from here.
That'd be great, except they're offloading in space now and exploding.
Never mind.
So,
Never
while,
mind.
while you're talking, you just press the button.
Seb is consigned 1,000 souls to oblivion. He's having a right time.
Well, it's not like we haven't done this before. God.
Never mind. Okay. Practicalities of getting in with the ecclesiarchy. Fuck yeah, I want to vent 1,000 people.
They're not people,
does
they're
them?
psychers.
The irony of you saying that is not beyond me.
If
Alright.
they're not sanctioned, they're not people.
Oh yeah.
That's it. They're
Okay.
not special like Seb.
Or sin. Slightly different sense of the word. So we have a raider.
Yep.
Yes.
Another one.
Oh god, more binary. Do you ever stop? I don't want to sound. Hang on.
Yeah, you just translate that.
My translator.
So, I'm thinking it's probably a good place to stop for the week. You've
Yep.
captured yourself another ship, destroyed another
we can-
one of theirs, but one of them's escaped.
Yeah, so we're probably just gonna get out of the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Well, we probably want to raid the colony first. Like
Well,
raid
it's
the mining
dead-
base.
Yeah, so we can do
There
we
must
can
be
do a
mining
little
base
bit
somewhere.
because there's at least a few days between, even with the fastest warp. That's 12 days each.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I'm not here next week, so have fun with the warp jumps.
Yay! Gray gets to play.
No, quick.
Hooray.
Walk now. Walk back to football now.
You can do that if you want. I don't mind do the football jump.
Gents, we're not going to get much from these colonies anyway. They're like crap sacks.
Yeah, the idea was to deny them to what's it, wasn't it?
To Zerzan.
Zerzan.
Well,
Yeah.
we could just shoot them. That's not doesn't take much time at all.
Reasonable.
And then we could run away so we don't have to rely on Grey. What? That's... What? I have the translation sitting on my computer, and that's very different. Okay, anyway, do we have to aim at a planet to hit it, Grey? Or is
No,
it
I'm going to make you roll to blow up a new mining site.
Thank you. That would be a little bit evil.
Yep. I'm going to say it takes you D5 days, though.
4 days.
4
Okay.
days.
All right, take a shot, everyone. We've got one last trip to do this session.
Right. So
Okay.
I'll auguries.
1 second, I'm just
Wow.
gonna-
Undivined. So it's a mystery duration.
All
I
right.
can't remember what happens when you actually fail the auguries, but
1 second, sorry, I've just got to switch books again. I was just doing the maths, I'm moving you around the system. Right. Now I've got to do the jump calculation. So you're jumping back to footfall, right?
Yes.
yeah, that's what they said. Because then they can use the child reads and do Belka stuff, I guess.
Yep.
Pretty much.
6. I want 2 of them. Ooh, okay.
I think we've broken Macarius.
He's just spouting binary. Okay. So you failed the
I love how you said the same
astronomical
thing twice. It's so important to you that that message gets through.
Yep, failed the auguries in a big way.
Right. You think this is going to be about a 60-day warp jump.
Yay!
That's the comic.
Right. Now you jump into translation. Everyone would like to make you their willpower tests.
Take a
I
shot.
just
Alright.
did. I got 26.
Well, it's last roll, so I'm going to go ahead and make my fate. Use my last fate.
Last roll, he says. 60-day walk jump.
Whoopsie.
Ah.
I think I'm going to go mad on this one. That's 5 degrees of failure.
Okay.
Do you have no fate left?
Nope.
No.
I used my fate to shoot straight.
And buy things.
Shooting straight, I felt was more important and more meant to be mentioned. Judged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 degrees of failure for me.
Cole.
Failure, no degrees.
Right. Okay. So, Aubrey, D100 plus your 50.
70.
70. The horror. The horror. Oh no, no.
Again.
Malignancy. 71's the horror. The horror. So you're
Okay,
fine.
just a malignancy. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Cole just gets a malignancy. And trust.
Yes.
The flesh is weak.
Of course.
Well, you haven't actually rolled it yet, have
You
you?
haven't rolled yet, so roll.
Oh, okay. Da, da, da. Ah!
How many degrees of failure did you have?
Well, let's see. For my willpower, it was 3 degrees of failure, and this is 96. So I don't know how that adds to that.
That's 126.
Yep, that'll do it.
Mutants everywhere.
Oh dear.
Every time you
Oh,
interact
boy.
with another character, you have to make a perception test.
Tell me perception is one of your good stats as the Seneschal. Please.
It is. 53 is my best stat.
Okay, that's something, I guess.
That's perception. I can update it 2 more times.
Also, I imagine now Sebastian is generally having a child's voice after all his experiences in Warp. It just makes
Yeah,
all of his
really.
lines better.
So what's happening to me
Right.
now?
Basically, if you have to do anything on the ship, you've got to make a test.
And Macarius is talking to you after you failed the check.
I won't be that cruel.
Right.
I'm wearing power armor. I kick him.
Okay, now you have to make a perception
Now
test.
he's interacting.
Yeah, now you have to make a perception test while I'm busy doing navigation stuff.
Yes.
Well,
So try and find the
Check the
Astronomicon.
I'm just in the mess hall
Yep.
keeping at
that's
dust.
25.
That's
While
okay.
Trust makes a perception test to figure out if Macarius just kicked him with his mutant leg.
Oh, God. No, he's not a mutant. He's just a dick.
35
Yeah.
against 53.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, so you get a +10 to the
That
navigation
doesn't
warp
stop me
test.
from that doesn't stop me from kicking him.
So navigation warp.
Now, well,
Ow!
Yeah.
No, you're singing soprano now.
20, just a
No, you need to
pass.
roll to hit.
Just a
Actually,
pass.
Vicarious.
All right.
It's an aimed action.
Okay, so can we have our first warp travel encounter?
How many warp travels are we doing?
60 is divided by 5 is 12.
55 or 43.
55 is a spontaneous inhuman combustion or stasis.
Let's go stasis.
Spaces.
Okay, physical encounter. So make me a navigation warp test.
12 encounters. We're in here for 12 encounters.
+10.
That's pass.
Right, and an
30.
ordinary pilot spacecraft 10. That's a +10 to pilot spacecraft.
All V.
Yeah, or Sebastian.
I think Sebastian is just chuckling at Trust's misfortune too much right now.
Yeah, indeed.
Yep. Pilot.
What?
But Gentile.
Ordinary pilot spacecraft test.
Whoa!
Got it.
Yep.
I think you
Yep,
got
you avoid those. Okay, next one.
Next one is. Let's have some warfares. 17, that's all as well.
Yep. Okay, another one. So you've got a choice of a temporal hole or a
not a
delusion mirage.
Delusion.
delusion.
Yep. Okay, so Sin, if you'd like to make me a trial of the soul roll to see what test you're facing.
Is that so
D100. D100.
I made a 23.
Well, it's not a test. You've got a temptation. Which means
temptation.
Make me your willpower test.
Willpower does not resist.
Oops. So you not only do you hit the stasis, the delusion mirage, you also gain D5 corruption.
What? Who does? Sid.
Sin does.
Okay.
Roll.
Oh!
5 takes you up to 15 corruption.
Ouch!
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Okay, everyone else, or actually no, everyone on the crew, you have to make a willpower test, but you get +30 because the
The
Gellerfield's
Gellerfields
working.
are still up. Okay.
I pass somehow.
Whoa! Pass by a degree. He does have a point, Trust. Why are you following the guy who's kicking you?
I'm shouting at him as you drag him off.
But why are you following him after I drag him off? You knew what's going to happen.
He's a very moody little R2 unit, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's the episode title.
Yep.
Okay, I passed the willpower check for the delusions.
Okay, everyone else?
I've Sebastian passed quite handily.
Yep. Do I have to roll one, or do I just get
Everyone
like
does,
I'll just fake that.
No,
Although you at least get plus
You get +30.
up.
Plus
I'm
30?
fine.
Yeah,
Wait, plus 30?
yeah, +30 because your Gellerfield's up.
I don't.
Then I pass.
nothing.
Barely.
I fail.
Oh, okay.
Right. How many degrees of failure?
Hang on. 54 plus 30 is 84. 1 degree.
1 degree. Okay, D100 +10.
Boop.
78.
78.
The horror.
Oh.
Gain 1 insanity, +1 for every 30 days.
So that's
How many days do we have left?
well.
I'm going to tell you, you've only got 3 more. It's not past 30. He's got ballsed up on he thinks it's going to be longer than it is.
Phew.
Oh yeah. 45 of
You've only got
MIS.
two more warp travel encounters to do.
Okay. Wait. Hang on. How does Trust know binary?
Pure anger.
10 or 49?
10 is nothing. So
10
you
is
probably want that.
And let's have another one. Boop, boop.
Oh.
58 or 81.
58 spontaneous combustion. 81 warp rift.
Oh. Oh. Guys,
What?
because I take spontaneous combustion and have Macarius catch on fire.
It's not Macarius, it's a ship component.
I
It's
don't.
not-
What's the other one?
warp rift.
Let's go Warp Rift.
No, let's not go Warp Rift. Seriously.
Please?
We put out a fire.
No, warp rift basically is every day for 1d10 days I roll on the warp incursion table.
Yeah, no, we're going in human combustion.
guys are
Right,
bored.
what's going to catch fire?
I like living. What can I say?
It's up to you. You can burn anything. You can even burn the Geller fields.
Let's not do that. Why would we do
But
that?
giving the guy ideas, you jackass.
Jack Ash.
Roll, damn you.
Trust has been kicked again.
Now he has to roll a willpower to see if he, or a perception to see if he figures if Sebastian's a mutant or not.
Well, that's hard because Sebastian is a mutant.
No, he's not. Oh, yeah, I suppose he is. Is your Voidsman quarters catching fire a bad thing?
Yeah, it could be, yes.
That's what I've just
People
rolled.
inside. Well, we probably want to try and put that out.
Well, you automatically take D10 damage to D5 pro damage and D10. Ow. So you take another 5 points of morale. You're down to 75 in morale.
We are so fucked up.
And then you take 6 points of. So you do 5 in that and then 6 points of morale. So you're down to 81 morale, 75 crew.
Yes.
Right, and you've now got a fire in the Voidsman quarters.
Put it out, put it out!
What's the check for putting out a fire?
Command test, difficult, -10.
Oh dear.
I saw in I guess if that only in combat you can use Intimidate or Charm to inspire the crew to put fires out.
Yep, that will work as well.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of us got Intimidate, haven't we?
I've got
Yeah,
Intimidate
can anyone
plus
beat a
power
70?
armor and my what's
No.
my Intimidate now?
No, I've got a 60 something for Intimidate.
50, 60, 70, 80.
Okay, with the robot's intimidating.
Well,
And
yeah,
what's Sebastian's? Since
Oh.
you got that psycho thing going for you.
Intimidate.
Only 27.
Really?
Really? I thought you had more than that. This is
Oh, no, I can terrify them. I can terrify them into doing the job, but I can't intimidate
That
them.
works.
Alright, then my intimidate's 80. So see what happens. I pass.
Yep, the fire goes out, and you've got one more to roll.
One
Was
more
that last warp
right.
encounter?
Yep, last warp.
Nope.
No, this is your last warp encounter.
All right.
So don't know who wants to roll that.
All right. Well,
Oh.
That's
Let the guy that still has 3 fate points go.
why didn't I let him?
Seriously.
This is a physical encounter. You can still avoid this, so we'll have a go at avoiding it.
What is it?
Temporal hole. Navigator cannot relieve the vessel away from the encounter. The vessel is sucked from the warp and translated back into reality.
Cole passes the pilot check and Sin passes the Sinisians check.
One
We're not
navigation.
going through it.
Okay. Oh, you would have been severely off course.
Yay!
But as it is, you kind of, you've got the Astronomicon, you arrive at Footfall.
And for once, Macarius, I completely agree with you.
Just this once?
Yes, just this once.
Okay. So, you're burned. You've lost a lot of crew. You are followed by another ship, though, so...
Wait,
that.
And we stole it from our enemies, so that's always a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, yep, you're back at footfall where you started. Although it is 906 days later.
Really?
Yeah.
We've spent just shy of 3 years on these warp traps.
Yep.
Yep.
89
Right,
days.
Fucking hell.
I've got a few rolls to make on your colony.
Well, I'm 29 now.
Well, no, it's only 89 days real life. So, yeah.
But he might have had a birthday in the meantime.
Oh,
Yeah, I said that. I'm now 59. I started this game at 56.
no, I'm still 28 just.
57, I mean.
Started at 48, so I should be, I don't know, 51 by now.
Eve.
8 plus
Eve. What the fuck is Eve?
9. So, I think that's a good place to call this. Now you're back and don't have to worry about using Grey for that jump.
Yep.
I'm sure that would have gone
that would have been
fine.
a horrible
I
jump.
wouldn't have got any better. Any worse. At least Sid actually has a decent Synicid stat.
Right.
I can't wait for Grey.
Oh, I
It's gonna
can.
be so much fun.
I thought it was a cat yawning then.
No, that's television in the background.
And you're rapidly coming up on 20 years in the Coronus Expanse.
Mm.
What have we got for our successes? Broken shins. Everywhere.
Right. So, I think that's a good place to leave it. So,
Yep.
I don't think I can get you all stuck on the same screen at the same time.
Well, the other piece is on the Letrian patrol ship.
Oh, yeah. There you go. With that, I think it's probably a good place to leave it. Right.
Yep.
See you all next week.
See you next week.
Oh boy.
See you
See you
next
I gotta
week.
fix that